The issue before us today is one of the most urgent, but also one of the most solvable challenges of our time. Across Africa, nearly 900 million people still lack access to clean cooking solutions. The consequences are severe. Over 600,000 premature deaths every year in sub-Saharan Africa are linked to household air pollution, with women and children bearing the burden of this, the heaviest. Clean cooking is not simply an energy issue. It is a matter of public health, gender equality, environmental sustainability, and economic development. At the heart of this crisis are women. Across many African communities, women and girls spend hours each day collecting firewood and charcoal, often at great personal risk. This is the time that is taken away from them for valuable education, livelihoods, and innovation. It is a burden that is passed down through generations, a burden we have the knowledge and technology to lift. The environmental cost is also very alarming. Traditional fuels such as firewood and charcoal contribute to deforestation and forest degradation, while inefficient stoves release black carbon, a powerful climate pollutant that accelerates global warming. By scaling up clean cooking, Africa can contribute significantly to global climate goals, whilst also protecting its forests and ecosystems. So there is hope. We know what works. Liquefied petroleum gas, biogas, ethanol, improved biomass stoves, solar and electric cooking solutions are already transforming lives where investments have been made. What we need now is to scale up. Experts estimate that an annual investment of a few $1 billion globally, which is a fraction of overall climate financing, could put us on the pathway to universal access. At COP28, the world pledged over $2 billion for clean cooking in Africa, but those commitments must translate quickly into action on ground. In other words, they haven't been forthcoming as it should have. AFRIWOCC has been proud to play its part. We have amplified the urgency of clean cooking on global platforms, including at COP28 in Dubai. We have championed initiatives such as clean cooking in schools to protect our children and model sustainable practices. As a global champion for the Clean Cooking Alliance, I have consistently called for stronger financing, deeper partnerships, and practical innovation to accelerate this transition. Africa's population is the youngest in the world, with a median age of just 19 years. These young people are not only our future leaders, but are today's change agents. Studies show that children exposed to household smoke suffer higher rates of pneumonia and stunted growth, limiting their growth potential. By prioritizing clean cooking in homes and schools, we safeguard the health of Africa's children and ensure that their voices are not silenced by preventable illnesses. Traditional cooking is responsible for up to 50% of forest degradation in sub-Saharan Africa and is a leading source of black carbon emission and short-lived pollutants that warm the planet 100 times more powerfully than CO2. Therefore, by accelerating Africa's clean cooking transition, we can protect our forests, cut climate pollutants, and position Africa as a global leader in climate action, delivering impact far beyond our continent. Innovation in clean cooking is no longer limited to technology. It extends to financing, to distribution, and importantly, cultural adaptation. For example, we have pay-as-you-cook models in other parts of the world, notably in India and etc., and mobile-based microfinance they are already enabling low-income households to afford clean cooking solutions and devices. So you can buy a cylinder, or they'll come and provide you a cylinder at home with the gas in it. And then you might pay maybe your 1 cedi to cook your meal instead of having to buy the full cylinder if you can't afford it. So these are practical solutions that are being used elsewhere. Research shows that universal access to clean cooking could save $50 billion annually in health costs and low productivity globally, with Africa accounting for a significant share of that benefit. So if you look at the cost-benefit ratio, by putting in $2 billion, we're saving $50 billion. It means millions of women will be freed from the drudgery of fuel poverty and all of the attendant issues. Today's panel gives us the opportunity to move from aspiration to acceleration. The questions, therefore, that we want to ask will be, how do we unlock sustainable financing that reaches the last mile household? How do we empower women as beneficiaries, but not just as beneficiaries only, also as entrepreneurs, as innovators, and as leaders in clean cooking value chain? And how do we ensure that every household, every school, and every community in Africa can access affordable and culturally appropriate clean cooking solutions? Excellencies, colleagues, and friends, we're not starting from zero. We have the technology, the entrepreneurs, and the policy frameworks. What is required is political will, coordinated action, and commitment to scale. So let us leave this discussion with a renewed sense of urgency and a clear roadmap to accelerate Africa's clean cooking transition. Because success means healthier families, stronger economies, and a safer climate for all.